All right, man. We're talking about consistency this week, and I wanted to zero down today on the fear and acting on that consistently, because it typically isn't really fear. It is more like the in-betweens of the anxiety, and we call that fear, but it's the moments where you really get most clarity on who you are. Hi, my name is Jesse, and this is the Valiant Lifestyle. And what I do for this channel is I get you the bits and pieces, the nuts and bolts, and the chassis to roll out in your life. Today, we're going to talk about, as I mentioned, when it comes down to consistency, it comes down to acting on certain bits first. So, what am I talking about when I talk about that? When you feel the fear, acting on it, and not just feeling like, oh, I'm stuck, but feeling the feelings and just making the decision and going through with whatever you got to go through with. Because I'll tell you this, sometimes staying with the old is worse than the pain of moving forward with the new. How does that go again? Staying with the old pain will be far worse sometimes than moving forward, a forward direction in your life with the new. It will be even more painful to stay stuck. And guess what? God, Creator, consciousness, the Purple Monkey dishwasher will find a way to force you forward politely, in its own way, made for you, when you get really stuck. So when I talk about this in words of consistency, I talk about it in a way where when you get to this juncture in your life, when you get to many junctures like this in your life, or you get to moments where you really feel like there's fear, but you know that moving forward or making that choice to do whatever it is more meaningful than staying back. So for me with this, it was my big transition into well-being, wellness, from health and safety. And that wasn't an easy decision for me, especially after having gone through 14, almost 15 years of a career that I did really well at. And it was really good at this. And I didn't make great marks in high school. I made pretty good marks in university, but I made outstanding marks when it came to safety, security, health. But what I really, really wanted to do was, I really wanted to do wellness, and I really had not the greatest idea about how to get after it. But I also knew that if I stayed with what I was doing, it was going to suck my soul. What do I mean with that after sticking with it for 14 years? Well, it got me to this place where I had grown out of it. And I had gotten everything that I ever wanted from this career, and it gave me the life, it gave me the foundation, it gave me this wonderful glimpse at what it is to be a leader, what it is to be an ambassador for those who don't have a voice, and to really just make some hard decisions. So I was about to use this methodology and process on myself. How do I get after it? After mentoring many people through it, well, I just had to do it. Not knowing what this feeling was like, I knew I had to make a jump to wellness, because it was really something that it is present day, something that I'm really passionate about. And when it comes to telling your truth, when it comes to speaking about what is right for you, your body's autonomy when it comes to health, and your informed consent to knowing what is good for you, I am all about that. And I'm ever more sovereign about it. And I feel that that is where empowerment lies. That is where empowerment is. And I advocate for that. So what I did was, knowing that I did really well at the 14, almost 15 years of health and safety and giving me that foundation, I knew I had something solid beneath me. And using the power behind that as evidence so I could show myself that confidence, I made this leap to wellness, not really knowing what I was getting myself into. And it's been a steep learning curve becoming an entrepreneur with it, because what I do is very niche. And it calls to many people, but it calls to the special parts of you that need healing. And I've had to really funnel that down, really bring that in to something that is most meaningful. And I got to tell you, the fear in that has been insane, because there's been moments, micro moments, where I've had to make decisions. And I'm not going to say I got to make those decisions, knowing that if I didn't make them and I sat with them too long, it would just get me more stuck. It would just keep me going around and around and around. And it would inhibit me from the growth of moving forward and the gifts that I have to share with people that are meant for them. They've already served purpose with me, and now they're meant for the world. And to deny that from other people, so that is all the dynamite I needed on my back to get moving. And when I finally did, to show myself what that was, it felt amazing. It felt like this was what I was meant to do all along. And you might be going, Jesse, you haven't told us what it is yet. Get it out there. The suspense is killing me. I know. So what I do is I show you how your body is linked to all the emotions and things that you experience in moments where you go, oh my gosh. And when you don't properly process it through your body, I show you where it ends up. I show you where it ends up as a pain. And you go, I have no idea why I've got pain in my lower back. And I talk to you in the moment. And then I ask you, when you first discovered this moment, what that was like. And then I am able to help you locate that precise moment when there was a shift from the mental to the physical, and why that back pain is now there. That's what I do. And it is, in moments, it scares the heck out of me that I'm able to figure that out for you and with you. But it's also, it feels like home, because it feels like something that I can do. It feels like something that I've been doing all along. So why not show other people how this is done? So there you have it. A very passionate Jesse today. And I would absolutely love if this rings bells for you. And by the way, if you haven't already subscribed, hit the little bell notification where all is located. All notifications when videos become available come to you. That subscribes you. If this rings a bell for you, I'd love to hear about it. And it might be time to book that 30-minute complimentary call after all. How do you do it? Go to thevaliantlifestyle.com. And what I just talked about being consistent, I talked about my whole thing there. But the consistent part is when you reach a juncture, every time you reach that juncture of I got a hard decision and I'm so scared of it, you do it. You do it, you march through it, and then the next time it happens, you are consistent with the last time, you do it again, and you go, this will hurt more to stay in it than moving forward. You do it again, and as you keep going, you show yourself that consistency, and that's what I've done. Every time I've been met with some sort of fear, I've consistently leapt through it and not let it conquer my body, which has ended up in a pain point in my body. I did that once or twice. TheValiantLifestyle.com. Let's get to this 30-minute discovery call that you absolutely want to do. All right. Thank you for watching. Let's do this.